how to run Microsoft's Phi4 14 billion model on Google Colab with the help of Ollama. This is what we will learn in today's video. So first of all, let's go to Google Colab. Please remember that before going to Google Colab, make sure you are logged in into your Gmail account. Log into your Gmail account and I go to Google Colab page. Here I have some of my notebooks. You can start a new notebook by clicking on this new notebook. Please note that Google Colab provides you a free GPU, which is T4 GPU. So make sure you connect the GPU with your notebook. Otherwise, your system will run very slow and sometimes may not even work. So what you need to do is you need to come here close to this connect and there's a drop down here. Click on this drop down and come to this setting called change runtime type. Click on it and it will give you some options. So by default, your CPU option is only there. So you connect to T4 GPU. So what it will do is it will provide you CPU, RAM, and it will also provide you T4 GPU. So you click on it and save. So now you click on this connect button to connect to your CPU and GPU. So that will start your virtual machine and you will have your CPU, you will have your RAM, you will have your GPU connected. Wait for some time until you see your system connected here. So you can see now there's a 3 dots here coming in green and now there's a tick mark. You can click on this to see how much RAM, disk and etc. space provided to you. So you have got about 13 GB of system RAM, about 15 GB of video RAM or VRAM or GPU RAM, and this space in your case can be different. So this is the set of resources which has been provided to you. So now we come to our coding side, how to run. So there are 4 steps in which we will go. First is we will download Xterm. Xterm is a system in which we would be getting a terminal and would be able to give our commands on the terminal itself. So we will download and install the Xterm. That is first step. Second step, we will download and install Ollama. Third step is we will download the Microsoft Phi4 model. And fourth step, we will run and test the Phi4 model. So let's start with step number 1. So first of all, what we do is we give our command to install Xterm on Colab. So that is called colab.xterm. And you can see that this is successfully installed. Now to run it, you create another code here by clicking on this plus code button and it will start a new code section and you start your Xterm from here. So I just click on it and it will start a terminal for us in the browser window itself. It might take few seconds. So let me go up here and you can see this black screen and you got your terminal. So you can see that you have your terminal here and you don't have much data here. Okay, so your terminal is installed and started. Now the next step is to download Ollama. So for that, we can go to this website called ollama.com and here we go to download section and our terminal is Linux terminal. So we go to Linux here and this is the command we give. So we copy this command by clicking here and we come to our tab and we paste our command here. And this will download the Ollama from the web and install it on our system. So let it complete. Okay, so this completed the installation. We can run the command Ollama, but what we need to do is slightly different here because we have only one terminal. We need to run the Ollama server and with the Ollama command line option, we need to do the query. First, we need to run Ollama server. The command for that is Ollama serve. And we need to put that into background. So how we can do that? We can give this command Ollama serve and we redirect our std output to dev null and std error to std out. So std out and std error both are being forwarded to dev null, means no output is to be printed on the screen from the server side. Okay, so we click this and now our server is running in the background. To check that, what we can do is we can type Ollama -- help. Okay, and it will print some kind of help in front of you. Okay, so let me move it slightly up. Okay, so now your server is also running in the background. That is step number 2, our server running. Now step number 3 is we need to download Microsoft Phi4 model. For that, what we need to do is we again need to go to the Ollama website and click on this models page here on the top. And here we can search, I'm seeing this Phi4 here. If you don't see, you can search for Phi4 and you would get this model. Okay. And you can see that this is a 14 billion model and there are some other versions as well. You can see various quantized version, etc. But if you don't want that, you can just go to Phi4. Just see that this is a 14 billion default model. And this is the command which will fetch this model from the Ollama website. So we copy this command, we come to our command line here, and we give this command. So what it is doing is, this is a 14 billion model and the size is approximately 9.1 GB. You can see the size here as well, 9.1 GB. So this will download it, then it will run it and show us the prompt. So let it install. Okay, so now you can see that the system is installed, the manifest of the system is created, and this is a success. And if you want, you can click on this RAM and here you can see that now the model is being loaded in the GPU RAM. As I said, this is a 14 billion model, approximately 9 GB of size. So that whole model is loaded into the GPU. This loading might take some time because this is a bigger model as compared to, let's say, Llama 3.2, etc. So 14 billion model is slightly bigger model. And now you have your prompt in front of you. To exit from the prompt, you can say /by. Now you can check some statistics about your Phi4 model with a command called Ollama show Phi4. This will show some information about Phi4. So you can see that this is based on a 5.3 architecture. This is a 14.7 billion model. And the context length, this is a small context length, which is only 16 kilobytes and 5 kilobytes embedding length. And this model is only Q4 model. So 14 billion Q4 model is what we are using. Now, how to use it? So I will give command Ollama run Phi4 and I will say verbose. So I am writing this verbose at the end. And what this does is it prints some statistics after every query. So we want to see how fast our system is running in terms of token per second. So if I say hi, you'll be able to see how fast it runs. And here you can see that 10.5 GB of video RAM is being used. So video RAM is almost at the peak. So yes, larger model uses more VRAM. System RAM is not being used much and there's no issue of disk space. Here you can see that 17.55 tokens per second. Tell me a story. So this is 17.55 tokens per second and it is writing a story for me. So again, you can see that it's approximately 16 tokens per second. So with P4 GPU and 15 GB of RAM, where it can be completely loaded into video RAM, you can see that it is able to produce 16 tokens per second. My threshold is anything above 10 tokens per second production rate is good enough for me. Anything about 20 is very well for me. 50 plus is 2 thumbs up. Okay. So this is how you do it. And to exit it, you say /by. And please remember that you are running your server in the background. So if you want to bring it to the foreground, you can say FG and your server is now in the foreground and you can say Control-C to exit from it. And now your server is stopped. So if you do Ollama list, you will not be able to see anything because your server is now no more running. So if you want to exit from the system, you can exit from the system and here you can see that your video RAM is released as well. This is how you run your Microsoft Phi4 model on Google Colab with the help of Ollama. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.